Alright, hi, and I'm back with another story. This is more of an entity story than a ghost story. Excuse how I look. I haven't gotten ready for the day yet. So, this story isn't just mine, but another person's as well. So I have this friend, and they essentially live behind an empty lot, or an empty lot is like behind their house, which is very common in the area that I live in. There's like 4 of these, so it's very normal in the Philippines where you would have an empty lot somewhere near you, within a village. Okay, not just like outside of your village there are no houses, but it's an empty lot. Either a house was just never built there, or a house was there and then they demolished it and they never rebuilt it, or it's just a blank piece of land that is privately owned, but whoever the owners are, they've just never built on it. So it's pretty common. And so this friend of mine suddenly, in the middle of the night, like around 10 p.m. I guess, decided to do some cleaning. And the way that their house is built, it's 2 stories, but their kitchen juts out more than the rest of the house. So it's kind of like, if you look at their house from the side, it looks like a letter L, because their kitchen juts out. So because of that, and because there are trees in the lot behind them, a lot of the leaves end up clogging like the drain pipes on top of the roof. So they have to clean it out every once in a while. So they were doing that, they were cleaning it out, and apparently they had gotten some trash from inside the house, and that was on the roof as well, and had thrown it into the empty lot, which is relatively common. You kind of see that a lot. Empty lots will have like bottles and plastics and stuff. And literally the next day, their health dropped. Within a week of that happening, their health declined rapidly. They were experiencing symptoms that normally would have pointed to a very life-threatening issue, but when they went to the ER and they got all of these tests done, all of the tests came back negative. Like, all of the tests showed nothing wrong, and that nothing had actually happened. Like, nothing. And all of the symptoms were very strong and very clear symptoms, and yet nothing was found on any of these medical exams. If you're Pinoy, you might have heard stories like this. So a lot of times when you're having these symptoms, they're so sudden and there's nothing found on any sort of medical exam, most Pinoys will end up just being like, it's something else. So my friend was planning to go back to their province. They wanted to buy a ticket. It was going to be like 4,000, 5,000 pesos because they wanted to go